He was told his twin-engine plane would be waiting for him at the airport. Arriving at the airfield, he spotted the plane warming up outside a hangar. He jumped in with his bag, slammed the door shut, shouted, "Let's go." The pilot taxied out, swung the plane into the wind, and took off. Once in the air, the photographer instructed the pilot, "Fly over the valley and make a few low passes so I can take pictures of the fire from the hillsides." "Why?" asked the pilot. "Because I'm a photographer from cable news," he responded, "and I need to get some close-up shots." The pilot was strangely silent for a moment. Finally, he stammered, "So, you're telling me you're not the flight instructor?"
That's a good one.
Today, the plan is to spend a little time talking about music and the different music apps, how to use them, and also talk about books and the different apps that are available for books. We'll focus primarily on the ones from Apple, and we'll also address some of the other ones as well. The tip of the day is called how to use night mode on your phone. Now, this is not the normal night mode, and I'll explain that.
Are you saying night glow or load? Sorry.
I'm saying night mode.
Mode. Oh, well, I was
Oh.
way off.
Let me switch screens here.
Remuted.
And I got to do that. Now we have something called a dark mode, and that's where you're viewing your device, iPhone or iPad, at night, and it's good to change the background to be a little darker. And for example, if I go to night mode on my, say my phone, so if you go to settings, display and brightness, and there's a light and dark here. And if I click on dark, you see what happens to the screen.
Ooh.
Okay, so it makes it, and you could do the same on your iPad. I won't switch the mouse to that, but if I go to mouse and I go night mode, that's what happens to your display.
And by pulling the brightness across, you can make it lighter, a lighter dark.
No, that's a little different. The brightness is changes the, how it does.
It did on mine.
It does on mine as well. I was looking at the true tone there.
True tone is on.
Yep. If you turn off true tone, that little bar disappears. No, it doesn't.
What does true tone mean?
Cool or warm colored.
Okay. Make colors appear consistent in different environments. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
That's one type of dark mode. The one I want to talk to you about is the one on your camera. So if I bring up the camera on the iPhone there, we'll go back, go to the camera.
Where's my camera?
And there's something we didn't talk about before. It's this icon right here.
My camera. Oh, there it is.
Okay. When this icon is yellow, night mode is on, and mine is not on right now. When the icon in gray, which is what mine is, night mode is not on or is off.
And apparently not every phone has one.
Right. Only an iPhone 10 or 11 and above. If you make it dark, see what happens? It goes yellow and you get a number beside it. And that's telling you that if you take a shot right now, the shutter is going to be open longer and you're taking a shot at night. And if you're doing that, and you, right, if you're doing that, make sure you have a tripod or something for your phone so that it doesn't shake when you take the picture. Okay. And that, ladies and gentlemen, it's actually the shutter speed you're controlling.
Yeah. Instead of, I don't have that icon. What I have, it looks like a ruler, and on top of it, it says 0.0.
Up here,
Yeah,
if you tap the arrow, you might be able to see it down at the bottom on the line down at the bottom.
yeah, I tapped the arrow.
And you
I
should,
don't see it. I've used night mode before,
yeah,
but I'm not seeing it now.
I don't have one either.
what
I
model
don't have
phone?
one.
What model phone do you have?
Mine is a 12S.
And you don't,
Mine-
I have a 13 Max.
I have a 13 Pro, and I've used night mode before.
but it's not on, how do you use it then?
I've had the symbol before.
Huh,
I don't know what this ruler type thing is.
The
Haven't
ru-
seen-
I have the live on and off.
that's over here. That's,
Yeah, I know. I'm tapping what's over. Now I lost it totally. That little ruler thing.
ruler, huh,
The ruler is a balance of the
brightness.
no timer, I think. Now I lost it again.
You have the ruler too.
Yeah, I
Huh.
did have. It's gone now.
You have night mode now?
Nope. No, I don't have anything.
I'm gonna
And
go down
night
to-
mode that, Bill,
Yep, go ahead.
the night mode that you had, I have a 12. And so it was on my camera, but I found out if I'm in too light a setting, that icon actually disappears.
Okay, if you
So you gotta,
cover the
you gotta be
camera,
looking at something dark in order to have it come back.
yeah, if you cover the camera with your hand on the back,
Right.
which is what I was doing,
Yeah,
does it show up?
Yeah, mine shows.
Ah,
mine
okay.
doesn't.
Thank you, Bill.
Mm-mm.
See, I'm covering the camera with my fingers.
Yeah, I've still got the ruler though.
Well, but you did have night mode show up.
Yeah, night mode shows now. I stuck it in the cabinet and now it's showing. But
The ruler is exposure.
It is it? Okay.
what, a manual exposure?
Apparently, yeah. Instead of that night mode thing.
Being that I don't have the ruler, I don't know. Or you can adjust it in the daylight as well. Okay.
Yeah, it's a manual exposure just.
I didn't set that to be manual. No wonder it's,
See, I
Well, if
have
it
a-
says 00, it's not being used.
Yeah, I have a plus, I have a plus and minus down below, which I imagine is the same thing.
yeah, I have that too.
What does
All right.
what is HDR? Does that have anything to do with it? Because I don't have anything that I control my light,
Okay,
but
HDR is called high dynamic range. And
so it
it's
has nothing to do with the darkness and brightness.
correct. Well, it does, but not the same way.
As far as I can tell, I don't have anything any control I can use to do that.
Right. And the model of your phone is,
XR,
it's an X, okay?
yes.
Hmm.
Mysterious X.
Siri, I have one of those. All right, let's go to the subject at hand. Everybody go back to the home screen. Let's address music first. There are two apps that Apple has associated with music. One is actually called Music, and it's this guy right here. I'm sorry, it's this guy right here. And the other one is called the iTunes Store. You can use music to play songs, etc., that you have on your device. So for example, I have a lot of songs on my device. I clicked on it and it says I can view my music by artist, by album, by songs, by genre. So if I want blues music, I could click here. And these are the albums I have or songs I have on my device with blues music. So this reflects what you have on your device.
I don't have any.
You with me so far?
Yes.
Now, if you click on Listen Now, you could get a subscription similar to Pandora or something like that and have access to what they say is 90 million songs to play or download all ad-free. But it's going to cost you $9.99 a month. And there's an option to play with just Siri for $4.99 a month, where you're not downloading it. All right, so that's the music app itself.
Bill, I have a question. If you use the one with Siri, the option with Siri, do you get to see what your choices are, or Siri just tells you what they are?
I think you can say play Anya, and it will play Anya.
So it'll play whatever song it chooses, then Anya.
I don't know whether it's song or genre.
Uh-huh.
It's the one thing I'm not sure. I'm sure it's song up here.
Question, are there any free apps available in music? Or
We'll get to
do
them
they
in a
all?
minute. We'll get to it in a minute.
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I need to do something here.
Hmm.
I'm often asked the question, and I'm looking for a particular thing right now. I'm often asked the question, how can I download some music into my device that I have on the computer? And I have a little video for you for that.
Bill, it was the first thing on your
Wasn't
list.
it?
Yeah.
When I looked to here? Oh, yes. Thank you. So I'm going to play a little video for you.
We can't hear him.
You can't hear them?
Nope.
Is everybody having that problem?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
You cannot hear him?
right.
Wow. What can I do to correct that? So I hear him just fine in my earphones.
Says that it's on, the music's on, but we're not hearing it.
I don't think that will help though.
Nope,
Oh,
still don't hear him.
Are you hearing something?
No, sir.
No,
Hmm. I don't know how to correct that.
Take off your earphones.
I'm sorry you're feeling that way, but boy, it makes us feel good to hear you say that.
You know,
This does me.
it's because it's directed to your earphone.
How you can do it.
Oh,
So why don't we jump
Now
on
we
the
got
PC
him.
and
Now.
I'll show you how to get started. Here I am on my desktop.
can you hear that?
But we did, but he-
That are currently on my computer, and I would like to put these on my iPhone. So,
We don't-
hi everyone. My name is Kevin. Today, I'll show you how you could transfer.
Is that okay?
we can hear him, but he's not syncing.
Oh, it's not, his mouth doesn't go with his word. That's
No.
okay.
Windows 10 computer to your iPhone using
Now he is.
iTunes.
Now he's doing
Very
it.
easy to do, and today I'm going to show you step by step how you can do it. So why don't we jump on the PC and I'll show you how to get started. Here I am on my desktop, and I have 5 songs that are currently on my computer, and I would like to put these on my iPhone. So how do I go ahead and do that? Well, I need to download and install iTunes. iTunes is the official software made by Apple that will allow me to transfer files between my devices. Not only can I use it to transfer files between my devices, I can also use it to back up my phone. I could use it to upgrade my phone, amongst other things. But today we're only interested in how to transfer music from my computer to my iPhone. So if you don't yet already have iTunes installed on your computer, click on the Start menu and then type in Microsoft Store. We're going to get iTunes from the Microsoft Store. So once you click on the Microsoft Store, you'll see it pop up on your screen. And then let's click in the top right-hand corner on Search, and we're going to search for iTunes. And although
Bill, I don't see the video.
it doesn't cost anything to download and install iTunes. You'll see the first match here says iTunes. Let's go ahead and click on that. Now, if you don't yet already have
it's
iTunes
good now.
installed, right here, you'll see an option that says install. Go ahead and click on that. If you already have iTunes installed, you could simply launch it here, or alternatively, you could have clicked on your start menu and just searched for iTunes. I'm going to go ahead and launch the app from here. If this is your first time launching the app, you'll likely have to agree to different policies and licenses, and go ahead and accept all of that. And here I am in the main interface of iTunes. Now, what we want to do next is, right now, I haven't yet connected my phone to the computer. So get your iPhone and then also get your Lightning to USB cable, plug it into your iPhone, and then also plug it into your computer. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Now, here too, if this is your first time connecting your iPhone to your computer, you'll likely have to trust the device. You're also going to have to type in your passcode, go through and do all of those steps. Now, one of the things that changed here in iTunes is you'll notice now that there's an icon here for my phone. This indicates that my phone has been successfully connected to my computer. And to synchronize music with our phone, let's go ahead and click on this icon. This drops me in the settings view, and I'm in the summary of my settings. And we're going to take a look at a few settings here. I'm going to scroll down the page, and under options, you see a few different checkboxes. The first one is automatically sync when this iPhone is connected. I currently have that checked. What you can also do is there's another checkbox for sync with this iPhone over Wi-Fi. So in the future, if you don't want to use your cable to sync music files with your phone, you could go ahead and check this. Now down below, there are a few more settings that have to do with transferring songs. One of them is convert higher bitrate songs to, then there's a drop-down list, AAC. AAC is simply a format that songs are saved in. So let's say that maybe you have a WAV on your computer, or you have a very high quality MP3 or other type of music file. What you could do is you could use iTunes to automatically convert the higher bitrate song. Maybe you want to save a little bit of space on your iPhone. In general, though, I'm just going to leave it in the default file format that the song is already in. And lastly, there's another setting here that says manually manage music and videos. I'll come back to this at the end. Before we continue, I want to show you where iTunes is going to look on your Windows PC for music. So let's open up File Explorer. To open File Explorer, you could click on the Start menu and type in File Explorer, or you could press the Windows key and the E key at the same time. So E for Explorer, and that will pull up your File Explorer. Now within File Explorer, you should see an option that says this PC. Let's expand that. And within this PC, there's a category for music. By default, iTunes looks in the music folder for any songs. So what I'm going to do is let me go back to my desktop, and I'm going to select these 5 songs, and I'm going to move them over into my music folder in File Explorer. So now iTunes will be able to see the songs in this location. Let's say that you have songs saved on your computer in a different folder that you would also like iTunes to look at. What you can do is go up to the File menu, and then you could click on Add Folder to Library, and then you can navigate to a different location on your computer, and then iTunes will look there as well for music. But in my case, I'm satisfied with iTunes just looking at my music folder. So now that I've set that up, what I want to do next is let's click on the music setting here. Within the music view, I currently have sync music and it's unchecked. So let's go ahead and check this because we want to sync music between our device and the phone. So you'll see a summary of how many songs are detected, and you have a few different options within this view. You could sync the entire music library, so it simply takes everything and that'll transfer it over to your iPhone, or you could go through and select playlists, artists, albums, and genres if you don't want to sync everything. In my case, I simply want to go ahead and sync everything. And then if you have any, let's say, videos or voice memos, you can also sync those files as well. But in my case, I simply want to sync my entire music library. And once I'm satisfied with this, what I'm going to do is I'll go down here and then I click on sync. So what this will do is this will sync all of the music files over to my iPhone. And here I have my iPhone, and to access the music files that have synced, I'm going to swipe down and I'm going to search for music. And I'm going to click on the music app. So this will bring up the music app. And what we'll see now is down at the bottom of the music app, I see recently added. It has all the songs that were on my computer. So these 5 songs that I transferred, they are now on my phone. And so I'll click on one of them just to verify that it works. So there it goes. The song is playing just as I expected. That's synced all of my songs over to my phone. What I also want to show is earlier in the summary view, I called out that there's a setting to manually manage music and videos. If I check this box, what will happen is it'll no longer automatically synchronize all of my music. So if I click back into the music setting here, you'll see that sync music is now unchecked and it's no longer automatically syncing my music. I'm going to click on this back arrow to go back to my PC. And when I do this now, I could click through all of my music and my different songs. And here I see I have this cartoon on and on song. I could simply click on this and then drag and drop it over onto my iPhone. So that's one way that I can manually sync music between my computer and my iPhone. However, in most cases, whatever music you have on your computer, you probably also want to synchronize with your phone. So instead of going through one by one and synchronizing songs with your phone, I would just recommend syncing all of your music with your phone. All right, well, that was a quick tutorial showing you how you could transfer music from your computer to your iPhone. If you learned how to transfer music from your computer to your iPhone, please give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see future videos like this, hit that subscribe button. That way you'll get a notification anytime new content like this comes out. And lastly, if you want to see me cover any other topics in the future, leave a comment down below and I'll add it to my list of videos to create. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed and hope to see you next time. Bye.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will include, I'm going to try to include that clip in the presentation that we'll put on Zoom. But in case you aren't able to get it, I just went to YouTube and typed in, how do I transfer music from my computer to my iPhone or iPad? And there was a bunch of videos. Kevin seemed to be a pretty good one. That's the reason I picked it. So if you want to review that, basically it's using your wire, your cable that comes with your phone to attach your phone or iPad to your computer. You also install the iTunes program on your computer. You open it up and you should see an icon for your phone or your iPad show up in the iTunes, and you click there. Now, contrary to what Kevin says, I have a lot of music on my computer and I don't want all of that music on my iPad. So I chose to sync, but then I said manually, and then you go through and select the particular albums, songs, or artists that you would like to synchronize. And then you click sync and it will only sync that music. Word of caution, when you click sync, it will delete every song you have on your device already and sync it with these particular songs. So you have to be a little careful doing this.
Say that again, please.
I have found, and I don't know if it's still working that way, when you choose to sync, you're saying, hey, I want my phone or my iPad to have exactly the same music that I'm choosing to synchronize. When I do that, if I had music on my device before, it would erase all of that and just sync it with makes it an exact copy of what you told it you wanted to sync. The key thing there is it deletes the songs you had on there. So I had one person who sank his whole library, I think that's the right word, his whole music library, and it completely filled his phone. I said, what do I do now? I don't want to go through and delete each one separately. I said, sync it with one song, and it would eliminate all the rest. So did that clear the issue up?
I'm just afraid of erasing things on my computer that I want to keep.
Oh, it's not going to erase it on your computer.
Okay, thank you.
What if you wanted to keep the songs that you had on your phone and yet you want to put more on by syncing? You can't do that, in other words.
I would do it the manual way he showed you at the end of the clip there, where you select particular songs and you move them to your phone,
That won't erase the others.
and that will not erase the others.
Thank you.
Because you're choosing not to sync.
Hey, Bill.
Syncing,
sir.
Yes, it's Jim McIntyre. And as far as I can tell, when I do a sync of the music that's there on the iPhone is the same as on the computers, so it doesn't do anything to it. It doesn't erase it and record it. It just keeps it as is.
Oh, it says that's what you have. So yes, that makes sense.
But I thought you said it erases it all anyway.
Well, I think it says you already have that song there. You notice how quickly his did it?
No.
And the reason it did it quickly is he had done it before with that same set of songs. Yeah, I have found that same thing to be true, Jim.
Okay, thank you.
There are other applications you can have for music. So let me go to, let's cover a couple of things here. If you want a playlist, let's say you have a particular artist that you want, but you want to create a playlist. A playlist is particular songs, genre, etc. See where it says new playlist on my iPad there? And I'm going to call it Bill's Special. And it's relatively straightforward. I click add music, shows me my library. I'm going to choose an album. So I'll choose Adele 21. And I'm going to select that song and that song. Then I'll go back to the library. I'll go to artists. I'll come down here to Celine Dion, pick her album here. And I'm going to add the whole album. So I just press the plus here. I'm done with Celine, and I want to add some more. And I'll go to albums, scroll down a ways. Pick Mercy Me. Making sense, everybody? Now I have an album called, or a playlist called Bill's Special. And it's down here. I thought I named it, but there it is. Okay. Oh, I didn't name it up here. It's called Bill's Special, and I can just start to play it. And it'll play through those particular songs.
Bill, I have a question. Those songs that you have on your iPad, are they songs that you purchased through, or albums that you purchased through Apple, or have they been downloaded like we just saw the fellow do in the video from your computer?
It's a mix of the two.
Okay, because so then it kind of looks the same whether you purchased it from Apple or whether you downloaded them from your computer. Is that correct?
Correct.
Oh, cool.
Now, you're saying, well, I purchased them from Apple. How did I do that? I haven't shown you that yet. If I use this other app called the App Store or the iTunes Store, and I click on it, here we got the iTunes Store. Now I can buy music, movies, TV shows. I'll just stick to those. So if I want music, let's find Johnny Cash, J-O. There's Johnny Cash. And I want the essential Johnny Cash. Well, let's say I just want, I'll go there. And here's his essential album. I can click here, oops, and pay $12.41 to get the entire album. I'm going to pick one here. I'm going to pick A Boy Named Sue. $1.29. I just click on that. Put my fingerprint in. And now it's going to download that particular song onto my device.
When you download it, does it put it into iTunes or
Yes.
into that music app?
It puts, well, I could get it in iTunes as well, but I'm just getting it on my, hopefully we have Johnny Cash here now. I'll go to artists, see if we have a Johnny Cash down here. Here we go, this album, A Boy Named Sue, right?
So Bill,
Okay,
you downloaded it to your iPad or to your computer?
I did it to the iPad.
Question, Bill,
Go ahead.
what about iCloud?
iCloud has in it all the music that I have purchased from Apple
Only,
only. I believe that's true, Peter.
so if you went to your Apple app, I mean, your music app on your phone or iPad, all you would see is what you purchased from, not everything that's in iCloud.
It should get backed up to the cloud when you plug it in.
When you purchase the music, it remembers that you purchased the music in iCloud. So I'm not sure, Peter. Can I ask your question again?
If I have music on my computer device that was sourced from other than the iTunes store, is that music backed up to the cloud like
I
other
do-
files are?
I do not think so.
And Bill, if you have it set up to back up your music or to back up most things on your iPad, when you plug it in and you have Wi-Fi, it all gets backed up to the cloud if you have it set up in settings that way.
That's what Peter's asking, and I don't think it backs up the music you have transferred from your computer that you didn't purchase from Apple. But Peter, I'm not absolutely sure about that. Hey, Bill, you with us?
I heard
I know I'd like Bill to check that out.
Actually, it does not, because I have that problem. I have stuff that I downloaded to my phone, and I'd like it over on my iPad, but I can't see it on the iPad at all.
Okay,
So at some point, I got to go back to the computer and download to the iPad.
and when you did it, does the syncing, does it replace the Apple songs you downloaded from the? That's the other question. And I'm not.
I don't know the answer to that. I only have one piece of music on my iPad.
But when you sync, remember I said it deletes all the music you did in the previous sync. I know it does that, but I don't know if it also deletes music you purchased directly from Apple through the technique
don't know
just
that
showed
either.
you. Yeah. So that's, when you're dealing with this, be a little careful and experiment a little bit with it, just to make sure you don't lose the songs you may have.
Bill, I have music that was sourced from other than the App
Apple.
Store.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my iPad,
Yep.
but
And the
that's
question,
not sitting in the cloud. That's just using up memory on the iPad.
correct. But now if you purchase a couple of songs from Apple and then you resync with a different set of music, will it replace the ones that you got from Apple directly? And I'll do some research on that for next time.
In other words, are you saying that everything that you put on your phone or your iPad does not go into the cloud?
I don't think this music does.
I'm not just talking about music. I'm just talking about anything that you put on there in essence, or is it just limited to music that doesn't do that? Because of the impression that anything you put on there would go to the cloud, but apparently it doesn't.
The
You have to put it in settings.
music you didn't acquire, what do you call that? When you hack the music from a CD, I don't think those go to the cloud, which is ones that Peter and I both talk about.
Yeah.
There's other sources for music. Oh, by the way, just to cover it, iTunes Store. My wife and I just got done flying to California. We went to movies here and downloaded a movie onto our iPad, and then we could watch the movie while on the plane flying over here. The rules about movies are, if you rent one, now here, this one's pretty expensive to rent, the Elvis movie. It's $19.99 to rent. I probably should buy it if I'm going to use it, but it's $19.99 to rent, and it will stay on your device for 30 days. If you start playing it, it will stay on your device for another 48 hours. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind when you want to download one of these. And to view it here's the good one. To view it, there's a app called Apple TV, which is the app you would use to go look at and view the movies that you've downloaded.
Just don't open the movie.
Just don't start it until you plan on watching it. But you can watch it as many times as you want in that 48-hour period. But it will stay on your computer for 30 days if you don't start it. It'll stay on your iPad or iPhone. There are many other apps you can use to play music. And I'll bet many of you have those. Pandora is one. And if you start Pandora, you can say, hey, let me search for ENYA. Okay. So I'm going to play on your radio. Can you hear that,
No,
No, no,
Ken?
no.
Okay.
No,
Oh, you didn't hear it?
No, we can't.
Okay. It plays on you. Then it will play. I know why it's not working. Okay. It will play many other songs in the Anya genre of music. There's iHeartRadio, where you can actually bring up various channels. Oh no, that's here we go. Various channels of music that you.
Bill, do you have to get a subscription or is this free?
Just a minute. I'm hearing something in my ear. Hold on. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Do you have to get a subscription for these or are they free?
No, Pandora there for a lot of it is free. The radio one I was playing there for free. I got one KDFC for classical music. It was an actual app and I get it for free. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you can play Amazon Music for free.
Well, I have a clarification to the music storage.
Go ahead, please.
I clicked on my iPad, I clicked on the iCloud Drive.
Okay,
I'm assuming that's iCloud.
that's okay.
And I go into, documents and data, and all that is there for music is the stuff that I've ripped. The stuff that I bought from
Okay,
Apple is not on in there.
so you went to iCloud Drive, not iCloud.
What's the difference?
Okay, yeah. Let me show you. If you go to iCloud.com, on your Apple device, put in your Apple ID and password. And there's the iCloud, and there's iCloud Drive. You're telling me your music is on iCloud Drive, right?
All except the Apple purchases.
Yeah, and they don't need to be there because the Apple purchases, all they do is keep the title of them on file under your account. So it's in iCloud Drive, the music. So Peter, thank you. I didn't know that.
Didn't either.
Be nice to have a class or two on the cloud and what goes there, how to get there and how to get it out.
I'm seeing, where did you see music on here?
Mine is in list form, not in folder form.
Okay,
I just scrolled and there's a caption for music.
and it says music. I wonder how you got it there.
I know.
Under downloads, maybe? Nope. Good job.
Search for one of your songs and see where it is.
See
Where
if
it's
there's,
from.
oh, for me,
Yeah,
I don't even know a song that I put up there that I don't have from Apple.
oh,
Well, how I went to the iCloud Drive is I went to settings and then iCloud.
Hold on. You went to settings on your device
Yes.
and then,
And then I
Right.
went to iCloud and then it says manage storage.
yep,
And I click manage storage and then there's a list and I clicked on music.
and I don't have music there. And that may be indicative that I don't have music from my iPhone or from my computer any longer. Good. Thank you, Peter. I'll spend a minute on iCloud. If you go to settings, like Peter suggested, and tap your name at the top of the list, and then tap on iCloud, it will show you,
Manage settings,
say again,
tap manage settings, manage storage.
manage storage.
Now, music should be in that list.
Just a minute. No, it's not in my list, probably because I haven't put music from other sources
What if you clicked on the
on the
iCloud
iPad.
Drive? What if you clicked on the iCloud Drive name? The list, scroll back down again. Keep going, keep going.
That one?
Yes.
No,
Different,
go ahead.
different.
You're looking, when you've turned on iCloud, there's the managed storage, and then below that, without clicking on that, below that is all these other things that you also have in managed storage. So one is telling you what you have and the other is telling you what you can do with it.
No, all we're doing here, it's telling you how much space each one of those is taking,
So the managed storage just tells you how much space it's taking.
and you can delete it.
Okay.
but I don't want to play with delete anything. Right?
The other one is actually telling you what you have in iCloud.
You're saying, here's the kinds of things I want to put up there, and I have everything checked. And somehow Peter got one called music. Guess I'm gonna have to get a new iPad. No, I'm kidding. Any other questions on music? The one cool one there, I think I like, is if you have music playing on your device and you say, gee, what song is that? You can say, hey Siri, what song is playing? You're not hearing one, are you?
Does Shazam do that for classical music or just for popular songs?
No, Shazam will do it for everything as well as Siri. I think Siri employs Shazam.
Yeah. So they'll do classical also.
Okay. And what we're talking about here is this particular app has been around for quite a while. And if you have a song playing and you click on it, it will identify the music.
I read that Apple was coming out with a classical music app.
Okay.
Heard anything about that?
No, I have not.
I don't know when that's going to be.
Okay. Anybody other out there have other experiences with music they would like to share with us? I like the radio one. If you want to listen to a radio station, one of those 2 or 3 that I have there. Panotuner radio app or iHeart all give you capabilities to listen to radio stations that do streaming, simultaneous streaming.
I used an NPR app that did the same kind of thing for
For
when I'm in
NPR.
Sarasota, I listen to the local one there. When I'm in Boston, I listen to the local one up here.
Yep. So there's another app called NPR, Bill?
Yes.
Okay, good. I use the music on my phone more than on my iPad. So I have a lot more songs, etc. there. Primarily because I have earbuds and it's just easier to carry around the phone.
Bill, I have a question.
Go.
This might be a little off topic or maybe really not what we're talking about, but what is the best way if you have like a CD to get the CD ripped onto your computer? Does iTunes do that? No, it wouldn't. Yes, would iTunes do that? Because if you downloaded iTunes to your computer?
It's been a while since I've done it. I never
Yes, it
used
does.
iTunes. I always used the Windows music program. Peter, you got
Okay.
probably some experience with this one.
I had an app and what I did is all my stuff was on LP records.
Okay,
I
wow.
converted all the LPs over.
Yeah. Yeah,
What was the name of the app?
oh, he had to have some hardware.
Actually, it's a free app. I can't think of the name of it at this point. It's been several years. It's still available, still out there, free.
Yeah. But
I
it's on
believe
your,
I just use iTunes and it works fine.
Can you burn? Can you rip in iTunes?
I'm pretty sure that's the program I use. I haven't done it in a few years, but I'm pretty sure that's what I use.
Let me bring up
I
iTunes.
did too. I used iTunes and ripped off my
Recently?
CDs. No, a couple of years.
Okay, I've got iTunes on the screen there. There must be a way to rip.
You have to have a CD in your drive. I have an external that I connect, and if you have got a CD in your drive, then it'll look at that and you can have
Okay,
that option.
okay. Try it. Put a CD in, bring up iTunes and see if you can see if there's a place where it says rip there somewhere.
I can't do that right now because I'm zooming on my computer.
Understood. No, I wasn't suggesting it, but I appreciate that. I was just telling everyone that give it a try.
I just found on the web, it said on syncing, it said that if you want to move the stuff from the iPhone to the iPad, you can go to settings, music, and turn on sync library. But if you don't subscribe to Apple Music or iTunes Match, you won't see that option to turn on sync library.
Okay. All right. Let's switch gears now to books. There are a lot of applications out there for book reading. And I just want to begin with the one from Apple to show you the features within a book library or a book application. And most of the other applications have the same features once you get the book. So I'm going to open Books on the iPad. And you have Read Now at the bottom there. You have Read Now, Library, Bookstore. And everybody go to the bookstore and click Search. And then just type in iPad. Okay. And you'll get a whole bunch of books about iPads there. I recommend you download one of these. And I think it's the most recent one you want is the one I have my icon on. So if I open that, right, then I already have downloaded that on my device, right? But I need to update it. So it says update, so I'm going to update it. Okay. Now I can go back to my library, and there it is. There's one of these for the iPad, and there's one for the iPhone. There's one for the watch. And they're continually being updated as new releases of the operating system come out. And we're due for one from Apple. They'll be coming out with 16 shortly. But I'm going to open the one for iPad.
Bill, how did you get the iPad?
How
I just
could
had to, I just had to download the Apple book thing, so I'm a couple steps behind you.
Okay, you got the books.
Uh-huh.
Open the book app
Yeah.
and go to where it says search there at the bottom
Oh, okay.
and type in iPad on the search bar.
Ah, okay.
And then you should come up with a line that looks similar to mine.
Yeah. Okay.
And choose this one. That's the most recent one.
I don't have that one. Let's see.
Neither do I. All I get are actual book.
I got two iPad things and pages.
Yes.
Does it say all up here at the top?
Yeah, see all?
And you typed in iPad right there. IPAD, and press enter.
Mm-hmm.
You should get the same results.
I don't.
I don't either.
I only get three. One says two of them are iPad users guide, and one of them is Pages users guide for iPad.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's what I have too.
Interesting. And you're in bookstore.
Yep.
Click
Yeah.
the bookstore. Make sure you click the bookstore and then do your search.
Is this item that you're seeing that says iPad there that you're highlighting? Where I've gotten to it, it indicates that I have to purchase it.
You shouldn't have to purchase this one. You're in. Okay, let's go back.
Yes.
We're all in the books.
Yes.
Okay, we open that. We click on bookstore down at the bottom.
Uh-huh.
And then we click search. And in the top line, you just type in iPad and press the return key.
Press the return key.
Well, enter key, return key, whatever it is on the keyboard.
Search.
You have to make your keyboard come up.
Where do you get your keyboard up?
I don't know.
My keyboard.
Click on the search bar at the top and your keyboard will show up on your screen.
Aha. Didn't know that. Then what do I hit?
Type in iPad and press the enter or return key, whichever they call it.
No. I still don't have it.
Oh, yeah, I see in your libraries what's up on top, and then underneath are the store results.
Correct.
Yeah,
So you have to go down to the store results. I have all those in my library.
right.
Down
You keep
here's the
all
ones
the
I
old
want.
ones. I get rid of the old ones.
Yeah, I know. Okay. And it should say get right beside it. Go ahead and get it.
iPad user guide. Is that what he's clicking on?
All right. So I'm gonna cancel that and just go back to my library now. And there's all the books that I have. Doesn't matter, just pick one of the books you have if you have some. Okay. You with me?
Mhm.
And now let's look at the top line of what shows up. Now that top line may not be there unless you tap the top of the screen. And there's a series, there's 3 parallel lines with dots in front of each line. If you tap on that, it takes you to the table of contents. And I'll do the same on my iPhone. And I see the table of contents. So let's say I want to learn some more about Siri down here somewhere. There's Siri. There's a whole section on Siri. So I just tap on that. Then it comes up with Siri. And you turn the pages that way. Okay. That's not going to work well, huh? So I'll go down and do the same thing on my phone. Siri. And you can turn the pages. Should be able to. There we go. By putting your finger on the right-hand corner, upper right-hand side of the screen and dragging it across. Bear with me a minute. I want to see if I can change a setting. I just turned my iPad on its edge. So far, so good. Everybody able to do that and shift pages.
Mhm.
I was looking for a option that says scroll mode. Don't see it. You'll notice that you can tap either the left or right-hand side to make it advance to the next page.
If you go into the actual book
Yep.
and click on the A's on the top,
Ah,
The bottom thing says vertical scrolling or horizontal, depending on which way your book is.
Thank you. I knew it was somewhere. Vertical scrolling right there. And now you can scroll up to read your book, just like a scroll. And since we're there, if you tap the A's, you can change the brightness of your screen. You're not seeing that change on yours, but you can also change the size of the font, the style of the font. You can turn on the night mode theme. It doesn't come on until night, but you can switch it over here. So you pick the one that's easiest for your eyes. And you'll notice when you do change some of these things, I'm going to check it out of scroll mode just to show you something. It's computing how many pages I have right now. You see, I'm on page 14,000 or 1,423 of 2,040 pages. And those page numbers will change if I change the size of the font. Again, it's computing it. So now I only have 1,500 pages. One of the really nice features here is the magnifying glass. You can say, I'm looking for the word backup. And it's searching the entire 1,500 pages, looking for the word backup. And then it shows you the various pages it's on and a little bit of the context of where they use the word backup. If you happen to be on a page, you say, gee, I want to remember I'm on this page, you can click the little page marker. And now it'll remember I'm on page 1089. And I'll show you how you get to and use that particular feature once you've identified it. If you go over to the left where the table of contents is, you click it. And one of the things it has there is bookmarks. So I have a bookmark I put in some time ago. And then I have a bookmark here that I just made. So wherever I set up the bookmarks, it tells me what page it's on and when I did it.
Can you go back to that bookmark from that point?
Absolutely. Let's go back to the one on 273. There it is. Right. Now let's go up to the one I just did a couple minutes ago. You can highlight text. You can copy it. You can keep it highlighted. So now that text is highlighted in my document. Now I'm getting there by just clicking and holding any particular place in the document. So touch and hold up here. I tap note. I said, oh, I want, whoops, I want to remember. I want to remember this. Okay, so now I have a note on that text, I think. And again, if I go to the table of contents and click on notes, there's some notes that I've made. And there's the one I just made. So if you were reading a book and you had a book report you had to do, you could take notes and then just list all the notes here and be able to write your book report really quickly.
Can you do that with another reading app other than the one that's the iPad?
I don't know. It may or may not have that feature. You would think that most of them would. The ability to highlight and take notes.
In other words, it's not related to the book. It's not related to the iPad, it's related to the book.
It's related to the application you're using.
Yeah.
Any book using the book, this particular application, it will work for.
It works for Cloud Library, which is the Sarasota County.
Which is
program?
what it's Flipster.
No,
Or
Cloud Library.
CL here.
It's yeah, it's not iCloud, it's Cloud Library.
Yeah.
And
So
it
you
works
see that
exactly
one?
the same.
So so it will work for the Cloud Library the same way. Who was just speaking about the Cloud Library?
Kate
Pardon me?
Holmes.
Oh, Kate, there you are. Thank you. Yeah, Kate, could you just tell us how you get a Cloud Library account? I think it's pretty easy, but go ahead.
As far as I remember, you just go to the library website. On the first screen, there's 3 or 4 large buttons indicating their apps, including Hoopla, which is another great way to get books and movies. And click on it and it'll download automatically, I believe. You have to
Okay.
put in your library card number.
Yep. Or you might have to go to the Apple Store and get the Cloud Library.
No, you get it straight from Sarasota County. If you got a Sarasota County library card.
You do have to download the app from the App Store and then you use it. And the advantage of using Cloud Library is if you have children in another state that have library cards, you can use their login information and get books that maybe your library doesn't carry.
There you go. My wife uses Kindle, so she uses the Kindle app. There's also a Barnes and Noble app. And I would imagine most of them have that feature. And I happen to pick up, where is it now? On my iPhone there, I have Audible, and that's for books that are read to you.
It's a paid service.
It's a paid service, that's right. Any questions about books? Wow.
You're not gonna go over audiobooks.
Well, I can. I've just started using it.
They're great.
I don't remember exactly how I did it, but I downloaded the instruction books for my car into my iPad,
Yeah,
into the Apple library as PDF documents, and they come in and I can, so I can read them on my iPad wherever I am.
You want it to read it to you. In case you're in the car, it should read it to you. Kindle does that.
will Audible do that on another device, or
I don't-
Audible has its own library of books you can go to and search and get the book and then download it. I think to get all of their books, it's like $20 a month. Am I sounding about right? All right. I'm going to open it up to any general questions you might have from stuff we've already covered. Oh,
I saw Audubon in there. What is that? Their magazine or something?
no. Let me pull it up.
Or is that a book? Oh, that's a bird book.
Yeah,
Oh, that's your bird identification book.
and I think now I got to put that stuff in. I think it will listen for bird calls and tell you what bird it is, etc.
Oh, it's an actual app. That's fabulous.
Yeah.
You have to check that out.
Good. Any other interesting things people know about books?
Have you used Flipster?
What was that?
Next to Cloud Library?
There is wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Yes,
ahead.
magazines galore.
Say again?
There has magazines galore. I use it all the time when
Is
I
there
have
a
time to read a magazine.
Is it a subscription?
No, you log in. It's the same thing as the cloud library. You log into your library. I think
Okay.
you log into your library. Anyway, it's got all sorts of magazines.
Cool.
Bill?
Yes, you do log into your library.
Okay. Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, I've got a problem trying to get the latest iPad user's guide. So when I go to my library,
Okay, we're in books.
go to books, okay. And then I click on my library, and then I go to my iPad, and I don't have the latest iPad user's guide. I've got 15.2.
I think that's the latest.
No, 15.
No, you had 15.5 on yours. a while
Oh, did
ago.
I? Okay.
So I'm trying to get it, so if I click on it,
So if you click on library at the bottom
yes,
and then do a search, and
okay,
you
wait,
type in iPad or
Yes,
iPhone.
wait.
Let me do iPhone.
yeah, wait just a minute, so I gotta get that there.
We're gonna have a new operating system in a little over a week anyway.
Yeah, they don't have a new one for the iPhone there.
You've been working with it, Bill. When are you going to give us a class?
If I get, Bill, I click on the search and put in iPad user's guide, and it comes up the very first one, but it says read. It doesn't say update or anything like that, it just says read.
Why
means
not
you-
put in?
That means you have it on your device.
That means I have it,
That's correct.
but I've got 15.2.
Oh, if you scroll down where it says suggestions, says 15.6 there. Whoa.
Where is that?
That just came out. That's just the security stuff anyway.
Yeah, that's nothing there.
Yeah. What about 15.5?
Let's see, 5.
Yeah, they have it in this, but they're not listing it.
They're not listing it there. And there it is at the top. And mine says read as well for 15.5.
Okay, why don't there should be some option to download it?
Well, it is downloaded. That's what read means.
Oh,
So if you go to not bookstore, but library, you should have it in your library.
but what I'm saying is I've got 15.2.
That's what I've got.
Well, a while ago you had 15.5.
It says 15.2 on here. We have 15.5 on our devices, but I don't think there's a book for them, for it.
Oh,
And there it is, I have it.
well, for my iPhone, I've
Just a
got,
minute. Is it from Apple or some other source?
That's from Apple, I have it. I have
15.5.
Yeah,
How did you get that?
well, I've got it for my iPhone, but I don't
Okay,
have it for my iPad.
okay. Let me see if I can get it from my iPad here. What do I got from my iPad?
last
Your
time
iPhone,
I
I
had
mean.
class on this, I downloaded it. I got finished right away.
I don't know.
before I
We
had
should
a
all get,
chance to read it.
it should be the same for both of us. Come on. Oh, I think I'll be darned.
Right.
Okay, how'd you get that though?
That's the iPhone.
Oh, iPhone, yes, okay, iPhone, yes, I've got that.
Yeah, I don't think there is one for the iPad.
Bill, yes, there is.
But you just had it a while ago on
I'm
your
finding
screen.
it.
Say again?
You had it on your screen a while ago.
I did.
Yes, you did. And I have it, on my iPad.
Let me go
No,
look for it again.
I just found it. I'm downloading it right now, but I searched on my phone and I put iPad user's guide and I'm actually downloading 15.5
iPhone or iPad?
iPad.
Okay. There's iPod.
They're still making them?
They're still updating the operating system, apparently. Okay, so if I change this to iPad now,
Yeah. I did a search, it's coming up, even though I have it on my device.
there it
I've got
is.
to read and I've got to download.
There it is.
Yeah,
And I have it.
yeah, right. Yeah, it showed up before.
Oh, there they are.
Okay, how can I get 15.5?
I don't have 15.5. I have 15.2.
You just have it right there.
I know
15.5.
it said read it, but it
And then to the left, it says new. Interesting. Put in a search for iPad Users Guide 15.5 and
right
it'll
there it
come up.
is. If I click read, it says 15.2. So it says 15.5 there. If I click read, it says 15.2. Interesting.
Yeah, well, then just do the newer one. Click on the new one.
That is the new one.
That's the read one. Is that the read one, or you clicked on the new one?
See where it says iPad
Yeah, I see where it
15.5?
said, yeah. But you had one that said read and you had one that said new on the one screen back.
When I look at library, I have one that says just plain 15 and one that says 15.2. If I click on the one that says just 15, it comes up with 15.5.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, you clicked on that one that says new, the first one, yeah, that one.
That's the iPhone.
Oh, that's the iPhone, sorry. That's weird.
I'm not going to spend any more time on it, but
Yeah, right.
okay.
Mysteries of life.
And you guys are all out there saying, see, he gets screwed up too. Yep.
Well, it doesn't matter. You're
Doesn't
getting it one soon anyway.
Okay.
We'll get it all fixed when they move to 16.
Oh, sure.
Right. When are you giving that class, Bill?
Well, I've been doing some research on that. I'm going to be doing a phone class, hopefully when they have 16 out, where I can actually screen share my phone, my watch, like I'm doing with my iPhone and my iPad here.
Wow.
They say that feature is going to be available with iOS 16. So I'm looking forward to that one. Okay, Leah, you're up.
Asking me something or telling me something?
Oh, I'm saying we're going to have some riddles.
Oh.
Okay, when is a door no longer a door?
And it's a jam,
No, a jar, a jar.
a jar of jam.
I have 4 wheels and flies. What am I?
Garbage truck.
Mm-hmm.
You reading the same thing I am? What can you catch but not throw? That one we've heard before.
What can you catch? A cold.
A cold, right.
Yeah.
People need me to buy things. What am I?
Bread.
No, dough. Well, I guess, yeah, they call it dough here.
Because dough is a little bit different than bread.
Well, both are used to represent cash. So I guess,
Yes, I guess they are, yeah.
yeah. There are 2 in a corner, 1 in a room, 0 in a house, but 1 in a shelter. What is it? There are 2 in a corner, 1 in a room, 0 in a house, and 1 in a shelter.
The letter R.
That's correct.
Very
Boy,
good.
wow.
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 Let's see. What goes all around the world but stays on in the corner, in a corner?
A globe.
Nope. A stamp.
Oh,
Mm.
maybe your stamp doesn't go around.
What cuts across cities and fields but never moves?
Right.
A road. Oh, a man and his boss have the same parents, but they are not siblings. How is this possible? The man is self-employed. He's his own boss.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, that bad.
what does nobody want, yet nobody wants to lose? That was kind of weird. Work.
Oh,
This was good. This one's appropriate for us. Why did the spider get a job at IT?
Wanted to work on the web.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty close. He excels at web
web,
design.
yes.
Okay,
I have one for you. Well,
all right, good.
it isn't a joke, but I've thought about it 2 or 3 times when I've been watching the Rays play baseball.
Yeah,
Their new center fielder, or one of their center fielders, his last name is Siri, Siri.
no kidding.
No, and I do not have Siri on with my anything in my house, but I would love to know if persons who do have Siri and their microphone and it's sitting near the TV, if when the announcers talk about Siri doing something, if it turns on.
Siri caught the ball deep in left field. There you go.
Siri hit a home run. Whatever. I think about, I chuckle every time they say his name, thinking about that.
Bill, I have
Asking
2
Siri
things.
if she's related to him.
Maybe.
Go ahead.
So what I was going to say in answer to the question, one time I had the television on and they were talking about Syria. And
Okay.
Siri came on and said,
Yes.
what can I help you with?
Yes.
So that was kind of eye-opening.
Yes.
And also, Bill, I have a question about the books app.
Go ahead.
I just downloaded the 15.5. And what I'm trying to do is delete my older version of the iPad thing, and I can't figure out how to delete it. I'm just getting something that says hide. I can't figure out how to send, when I hit the trash can, it just says hide. Is there a way to delete it?
Delete what?
The older version, I had like an iPad 13 point something on the book. And we were just talking right now about the newer version, which was the 15.5. Well, I just downloaded that 15.5. So I want to get rid of that older version, which was 13 point something. And I can't figure out how to delete that old iPad book from my phone.
Oh, deleting a book.
You know, that the iPad guide that we've been talking about.
If you just press, oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Books.
You can sort of delete it. If you go to your iPad library, there are 3 dots over on the right
Of each one, of each book.
of each one, yeah. And you can
And you-
remove the download, but removing the download just leaves a cloud symbol there.
Yeah.
Doesn't actually take it out of the list.
There is a way I think you can even forget that, but yeah, you can remove it from your device.
Yeah, when I click those, I have like 3 lines, and when I click that, all it's letting me do is hide the book. When I click on the trash can, it's not actually seeming like it will go away, but I'll play with it.
Hold on.
I've asked it when you had it up.
let me,
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do it on my phone, not my iPad. I don't know if there's a difference.
so if I go to my phone, go to books. You see the three dots down here? Where it shows up here. The three dots, click the three dots and remove.
Oh, okay, that's under reading now. So let me try that.
When you hit remove, it gives you a choice to remove it from your reading list or hide it. It doesn't say delete it.
Well, it says remove download,
Download.
so that would take it off your phone.
It
They
takes-
still
yeah,
remember in
remove the
books that you-
download, takes it off the phone, but it leaves it on this list with a little cloud symbol beside it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if you have the cloud beside it and you click it, you can delete everywhere.
Hmm.
But if you've already hidden it, you have to get it back.
How do you unhide it? There must be a general symbol up here somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good question.
What are those three over on the right-hand side? That, yeah.
Nope.
Oh, they list the books again.
There's a way to go. I think it's under collections, maybe. Nope. You'd have to look that one up. I want to mention one thing. There's a release of the operating system. We should all have 15.6.1. There's some vulnerabilities in the operating system that Apple discovered earlier this week or last week that they want to make sure everybody has loaded on their device. So if you would, everybody, when you get done with this class, update your system so you have 15.6.1.
I've done so
Good.
on both of them last week.
Yep. So if you only have 15.5, get it up to 15.6.1 as soon as you can. Seldom does Apple have a problem with security, and when they do, it's a big deal. I think some of you have heard this one before. But a man in the locker room of an upscale gym in New York City answers his cell phone and puts it on the speaker while he's dressing, while he's dressing. Everyone in the locker room can hear it. Man. Hello, woman. Hi, honey. It's me. Are you in the club?
Oh.
Man
Yeah.
says, yes. Woman says, I'm out shopping and found a beautiful leather coat. It's only $2,000. Is it okay if I buy it? Man, sure, go ahead. If you like it that much. Woman, I also stopped by the new Lexus dealership and saw one of the new models I really liked. It's on an opening special. Man, how much is it? Woman, $90,000. Man, wow. Okay, but for that price, make sure it has all the options. Woman, great. Oh, and one more thing. I was just talking to Jamie, and found out that the house we wanted to buy last year is back on the market. They're asking 980,000 for it. Remember, it was over $1 million when we looked at it last year. Man, I don't know. Make an offer around a little less than it was. Make it for 890. 890,000, and they'll possibly take it. If not, go ahead and offer them an extra amount and buy it for what they're asking. Woman, okay, see you later. Love you so much, man. Man, I love you too. The man hangs up. The other men in the locker room are startled at him in astonishment. You know, you just spent over $1 million. The man turns around and says, anyone know whose phone this is? All right.
Yes, we heard that before.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
did. But that was so good, I couldn't resist.
Yes, it is.
I
Especially
remember-
out here in California. All right. Everybody, next week is the news.
The news?
The news, using the news app or apps. Okay,
Okay. Have a nice time, Bill.
Yes.
we shall.
Enjoy California.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bill.
you. Go wake up.
Stay
Thank you,
safe,
Bill.
everyone. Don't let any hurricanes
week.
come.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.